making another quick video. I noticed on a TF channel called Just Me that she had houses across from her house. She lives in, looks like a subdivision, and houses next door. Now, if you're in that kind of situation, you're not in the woods like I am, I would implore you to go and meet your neighbors. If they're driving up and down the street, revving their engines, and there's suspicious cars going by and they don't belong to the neighborhood, people walking up and down, doing the brighting and the one headlight, and all these harassment techniques, go to your neighbors and say, hey, have you noticed that there's a certain truck driving by that don't belong in the neighborhood and it keeps revving up this motor? You do not have to say, oh, I'm being gang stalked and go into everything. But get your neighbors aware. So when it keeps happening, they can have a nuisance. They may make a nuisance complaint. You make a nuisance complaint. Ask them, say, hey, it looked like somebody had been in my house. Will you keep an eye on my house when I leave and tell me if you see anything? And if you see a suspicious car in my driveway, will you write down the tag number, the type of car, and let me know? If you see suspicious vehicles, will you write this stuff down and let me know? And then if you go to the police and they don't do anything, they don't investigate, and you can figure out who these are by tag numbers. You got to get a private investor to get tag numbers now. Tag numbers are not public. You can start pinning who these people are. Once you do that, you can sue them. You can sue the police. You can create for harassment. You go to the police, say, hey, I'm being harassed, I'm being stalked, and they do nothing, sue them for doing nothing. And then you have your neighbors who you can bring in and say, look, they say, yeah, I seen this car going up and down the street at 2 a.m. every morning revving its motor. And this person don't belong to the neighborhood. And we don't know why these people are harassing her or him. So not everybody's an enemy. There was a comment on my page saying that the police reports, they're working with the police to cover. These people are not everybody's the enemy. They act in such groups. They want you to be secluded. They want you to not trust. And you can't trust everybody, but you have to trust somebody. Sometimes you have to take a chance. Cover your ass though. I mean, when you trust this person, documenting how you're trusting this person and watch to see if there's results, if increasement in harassment, or if this information is being used, to stalk you. Be diligent, be aware, be hyper vigilant, but do not be overly paranoid. When you're a spy, all foreign diplomats are considered spies, right? And if you live in an embassy in, let's say, Lebanon or Russia, and you're an ambassador, you live a life of paranoia. Not actual paranoia, but you check your car every time you leave. You check, you put something on your door handle. You're not paranoid, but you live a life of hypervigilance. You have to live a life of paranoia. You have to set forth and have these routines of paranoia. Like, okay, I checked the doorknob today. I made sure nothing was moved. Who's watching me today? There's actually mechanics out there that will check your car for tracking devices. And if you're looking at the news, tracking devices have been found on cars. You can buy a small little tracking device this big, hook it up to a phone or a power source and a magnet, and throw it up under anybody's car. It's not like people were like, oh, this is bizarre and all that. Well, the methods of gang stalking being used against you, an individual can use against any other individual at any time. And if I've thought of it, if you've thought of it, if the next person thought of it, somebody's employing it. It's just the way things are. There's nothing new under the sun. You have a good day. Got to get back to work. I'm going through this, and I should have a video on my law page here soon. I'll probably start with a attorney carrying passport and go and teach y'all about documenting and communications with your lawyers. If you have a lawyer, if you're in need of a lawyer, because they suck, they're on their side, and you have to keep a record because they'll lie. All right? Stay safe.